Hi everyone, my name is Sarah Sue. My pronouns are she, hers, and I'm a youth leader at BCNC. I grew up in Chinatown and attended the Josiah Quincy School. I'm currently a senior at Boston Latin School. BCNC has always been in my life, even early on. My family is low income and my parents had to work a lot, so I was enrolled in BCNC's Acorn childcare program and their Red Oak after school program. Starting in my freshman year of high school, I set foot into BCNC once more to join the youth leadership program. At the start of ULEAD, I was shy and mostly kept to myself. It was hard to participate in activities unless I was with Julie, my friend who brought me to the program. There were self-identity exploration exercises where I learned about Asian history, culture, and my own heritage. And so I gradually became more interested in ULEAD activities, as these are concepts I had learned a little about before. I began to open up to my peers and start conversations first, and in less than a year, I became a completely different person. I can speak up for myself, express my ideas, question challenging concepts, and work in a team. In my current spot now, it's easy to say that I'm doing well, but that is not to say that there were no hardships. I cried trying to overcome personal struggles and hearing other people's stories of displacement. This past year, living with COVID-19 has been especially tough for everyone, but I am thankful for BCNC's support for low-income families like mine. When the mainstream media started to highlight the rising xenophobia and anti-Asian discrimination in the US, I was scared for my parents. I did not want them to become victims of any hate crimes. Our youth coordinators, Stephanie, Wilson, Effie, and Sammy, noticed how we were feeling and created a COVID response group where we could share our thoughts and feelings and turn them into a youth letter addressed to our school leadership, asking for change and condemning anti-Asian racism. It was an empowering experience and truly reminded me of what BCNC represents and values. The letter we wrote received attention from my school principal, who wanted to hear from me about how the school could support AAPI students. With the help of school faculty and student leaders, I planned and led an anti-Asian racism forum to help address the rise in hate crimes, to educate my peers on Asian stereotypes, and create a space for students to discuss and process their thoughts and emotions. After planning and leading this forum, I've taken on more leadership roles. As a youth leader and one of the oldest youth participants, I have watched my younger peers plan workshops from scratch and get to know each other. This coming month, I am working with my fellow youth leaders to present an art showcase titled Mental Health on a Nature Walk, where we will display youth artwork related to mental wellness, engage participants in discussion, and inspire youth to reflect introspectively. We have a practice at the Youth Center to consistently appreciate others. I appreciate BCNC staff who may have seen me around during the school year or the summer. I also want to thank former BCNC staff, Jeff and Sandra, for supporting me. I appreciate Stephanie and Wilson for working hard to get to know us and listening to me ramble about my life. I appreciate the current ULEAD cohort. And lastly, I thank Julie for bringing me back to this community. Thank you, BCNC.